Welcome to class. Have a block nearby, and we're going to get started lying on our backs in a constructive rest. So feet on your mat, about hip width distance, knees are bent. Let your arms open wide, palms face up. And when you're ready, I invite you to soften or close your eyes. And give yourself these first few moments just to arrive. To settle into your space. To surrender a little more. Peeling back layers of unneeded tension, gripping. Allowing your breath to deepen and pulling your attention to these waves, rolling in and rolling out. As you're ready, invite your knees in towards your belly. Offer them a little hug or a squeeze. Add a little rock, a circle. Roll the knees out and in. Just being slow and gentle with yourself. As your knees come in, let the arms open wide again. Send both legs straight up towards the sky and begin to point and flex through your feet. Your knees can be as bent as you need them to be. It's all about the mobility of your feet, of your ankles. So articulating toe ball heel, heel ball toes. Try to allow your back still to lengthen and widen and release into the earth. Circle your ankles in one direction a few times. Again, it's just all about mobility. And then in the other direction. All right, invite your right ankle to your left thigh, a figure 4. You can interlace your fingers around your right flexed foot or your left thigh. Just hug it in. Say hello, outer hip. How are you doing? Offer a slow dance, a rock, a circle, a sway. One more breath. And let's change sides. Left ankle in front. Interlacing your fingers around your left flexed foot or your right thigh. And again, a little rock, a circle, a slow dance. Keep deepening your breath. Keep pulling your attention to those waves, rolling in, rolling out, calming the nervous system. One more breath. Invite your knees into your chest. Give them one last squeeze. And release your feet to your mat. Float the arms up and over your head. Let the knees fall open. Soles the feet to touch. And with your breath in, a big stretch. Slide your legs, reach the arms, Point through the toes, reach through the fingers. Circle your wrists, circle your ankles. Let this feel good. And then making your way onto your right side, supported fetal position. To work your way on up and into all fours, tabletop. As you arrive, begin to move around in a way that feels good to you. So it could be small, it could be large, it could be slow, you can pick up the pace, again, whatever feels good to you. You're saying hello to things that bend, you're inviting suppleness into your spine. And slow it all down. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Begin to pedal out through your feet and through your legs. Let your pelvis shift off to one side and then the other. And then slowing it down. I want you to lift your heels, spin them to the right, toes to the left, and then lift your heels up even higher and roll yourself forward towards this high plank-ish place. And then slide your hips back to your heels as you free up your left hand. So moving into a couple mermaid rolls, shifting forward as you reach up and over your head, sliding back as the hand slides down to the mat. So a couple rounds here, just finding your flow. Let it be graceful and supple, sliding forward and back, just beginning to move a little energy around. Give it one more round. And then moving your way back through downward facing dog to then pivot heels to the left, toes to the right. Same thing, lift the heels, roll forward, and then slide back, freeing up your right hand. And as you shift forward, right hand reaches up and over, down to the mat as you slide back. Big circles with your arms, sliding forward and back into this variation of a side plank. Give it one more round. And making your way back to downward facing dog. Lift your heels, roll it forward to high plank. Hold high plank for a moment, turning everything on. Release your knees to your mat, shift forward, lower through chaturanga down to the belly. Untuck your toes, little baby cobra rise. And as you exhale, bring your right cheek to your mat, right arm opens wide, palm down for a pectoral stretch. So you're gonna roll onto the right side, placing your legs however they feel best to you. And just breathing into the front of the chest, the shoulder, the upper arm. One more breath. And then rolling your way back and onto your belly. Slide both hands underneath your shoulders. You're going to bend into your right knee and roll to the left. But as you roll to the left, use your hands to help push you up to sit. So you end up facing the back of your mat. Left hand is still on your mat. Right knee is bent. Left leg is long. Rock star. Reach the right arm over to the left and then blossom the hips up. Let it feel good. Open everything up. Traveling back to a three-legged downward facing dog, right leg high. And now as you exhale, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand, setting up warrior one. So take a nice wide stance, heels at least hip width, if not a little wider. And as you rise up, you're pushing through your back leg to release into the front knee. You're inviting your whole left side. You're rotating your left shoulder girdle forward. Stay right here. Let's interlace the fingers back behind you. Roll the shoulders, lift the gaze. Humble warrior. Bow down into the inside of your right thigh. Keep pushing through your left leg. You can float the arms all the way up or keep your thumbs close towards your sacrum, whatever feels best to you. Just feel a softening of the spine, a release, a bowing of the head, a surrendering. And then float back up, warrior one. Bring your palms together, hands to your heart. Lean forward as you pivot to the ball of your left foot. Warrior three, fly the arms back as you pick up the left leg. Keep a little baby bend happening in your right knee. And when you have balance, start to stretch it. Feel the back of the heart lifting up, the back of the head lifting up, reaching back through the fingertips. And then rise on up to stand. Pull your left knee forward and up. Reach the arms up to the sky just for a moment. And then tree pose. You can use your hands to help guide your left foot up if it's coming above the knee. Your left foot can also be below the knee or on the floor like a little kickstand. But bring your palms together when you're ready at the heart. Let's interlace the fingers, rotate your palms forward, take a big breath in. As you exhale, send the arms forward. With your breath in, float the arms up. And think about pressing up through the inner wrists, all the way up towards the sky as you root down through the right heel. So try to free up your jaw, free up the neck. Release your fingers, releasing the arms, releasing your left foot, big toes touch. Bend the knees, graze the mat with your fingertips, chair pose. Find your steadiness, find a little strength. Find your breath. With your breath in, splash up to stand, a little baby back bend. And as you exhale, dive over the legs, arms wide, fold on in. Inhale, halfway lift. And step it back, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in through your nose and out through the mouth. Let's pivot heels to the left, toes to the right. Coming back into your mermaid rolls. Lift the heels, roll forward, and then slide back, freeing up your right arm. Circle the right arm as you slide forward and back, and forward and back. Just allowing yourself to dance through the space. Give it one more. And then travel back through down dog to pivot heels to the right, toes to the left. Lift as you roll forward. As you slide back, free up your left arm. It can be slow, you can pick up the pace, whatever feels good to you. Just a couple of these mermaid rolls. A little smile to your face. And then back into downward facing dog. Lift your heels up high. Roll forward, high plank. Pause here for a moment. Lower the knees, shift forward, lower through chaturanga down to the belly. Untuck your toes and cobra, let it rise. Good, exhale, release. Left cheek to your mat. Left arm opens wide, palm down for your pectoral stretch. Roll onto the left side, placing your legs however it makes sense, however it feels good to you. We just kind of hang out here, breathing into the upper body, the shoulder, the chest, the upper arm. Good, one more breath. Travel back onto your belly. Pull both hands in underneath your shoulders. Bend into your left knee. And as you roll to the right, push yourself up to sit. All right, your left leg is bent, right leg is long, right hand is on your mat. Sweep your left arm across and then inhale, blossom up to this rock star place. Let it feel good. Let it take up space. And then three-legged downward facing dog. Left leg up. As you exhale, step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Warrior one, pivot your back foot. Float yourself up. So again, releasing into your left knee by pushing through the back leg. And that pushing through the back leg invites the whole right side, the right shoulder, to kind of come forward. Stay right here. Interlace your fingers back behind you. Roll the shoulders, lift your gaze. And exhale, humble warrior. Bow on in. Thumbs can stay close to your sacrum or the arms can extend up. Again, whatever feels best to you. With your breath in, rise back up, warrior one. Bring your hands together, hands to heart, lean forward, pivot the right toes forward, warrior three. Shift the weight as you float the right leg up, fly the arms back, work the leg, your left leg towards straight. When you have balance, keep your breath, invite in easiness. And rise to stand. Let this transition be fluid. Pull the right knee forward and up. Float the arms up. And tree pose. Inviting your foot where it needs to be. Bring your palms together. Interlace your fingers. Rotate your palms forward. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, send the arms forward. With your breath in, float the arms up. Pressing up through the inner wrists, rooting down through your left heel. And release the fingers, release the arms, release your right foot. Big toes touch. Chair pose, bend your knees, graze the mat. Stay right here. Try to lift your heels up. So you're balancing on the balls of your feet. Keep your heels lifted. Try to lower the hips down. Keep lowering down and down and down. Use your hands if you need to, but we're going to make a transition onto our butt, into boat pose. Pick up the feet, reach forward, lift the heart. And as you exhale, extend the legs forward, lower down, low boat. Inhale, rise up. Again, exhale. Inhale, rise up with a little smile. Exhale, this time hold. Hold, hold, hold. Feel a scooping, a hollowing in through the lower belly. Hold, hold, hold. And then onto your back. Hug your knees to your chest. Little rock, a little circle. Roll the knees out and in. And then hug the knees into your chest. Release your feet down to your mat, hip width distance. For a moment, let the arms release down by your sides, palms face up. One round of bridge pose. So reaching your fingers to your heels, so you may walk the heels a little closer toward your sit bones. Root down through your feet, lift the hips up, and keep pushing down through your feet to keep lifting your hips up, 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 up. And then releasing down, upper back, mid back, low back, sacrum. Grab for your block now. And you're going to lift your hips and slide your block underneath your sacrum. And your block can be at the lowest level, it could be at the middle level, whatever feels best to you. Just making sure that it's underneath your sacrum and not at your lower back, at your lower spine. So this supported bridge, feel a little more surrender, a little more release. And then flexing through your right foot, slide the right leg long along the mat. Let it widen out a bit. And you might want to take one leg at a time. This might be deep enough for you. Otherwise, you can explore doing the same thing at the same time with the left. Getting a nice long stretch through the front of your body. If you're doing one leg at a time, now's the time to change or switch. And then you're going to invite the right leg in, if it's not already. Invite the left leg in. Keep your block where it is. Draw the right knee up to your belly. If you feel stable, left knee up. And send both legs straight up towards the sky, right over the block, right over your hips. For this restorative shoulder stand, getting a little inversion, a restorative inversion into our practice. You can stay still, you can just enjoy this. Or you can slowly point and flex through your feet. You could circle the ankles, just soft, gentle, sweet movement. Inviting your knees back into your chest. Right foot lowers, left foot lowers. Lift your hips, slide your block out from underneath you, rolling on down. Give your knees a little sway, right and left, right and left. And then slide one leg long and the other leg will go long. Finding your space for your final relaxation. Just allow your body to surrender a little more into the earth. Close your eyes, soften your lips, soften your tongue, unclench your jaw. And begin to deepen your breath. Inviting movement to fingers and toes. Bringing sensation back and into your body. Sliding your feet back and onto your mat. Nice and slow. Roll yourself onto the right side. Give yourself a moment just to surrender a little more, to not rush this transition, the help of your hands, ease your way on up to sit. Bringing one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Close your eyes. Notice how you feel. Take one big breath in through your nose. Fill up and then hold the breath at the top. Take another little sip of breath in through the nose. Slow, steady exhale out the mouth. Bring your palms to touch, your thumbs to the space between the eyebrows as a gentle reminder of kind thought. To your lips, kind speech. To your heart, kind intention. And closing our practice with one more big breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Until next time.